So, originally, I was going to vlog about Halloween and not feeling up to it. Now, I just found out one of my friends died. This wasn't just any friend. This was one of the first widows I ever met through Instagram. She's a fucking badass. She has stage 4 cancer. Her husband died while she was battling cancer, if I remember correctly. She told me all the story like right after Brian passed away, and we like connected and on Instagram, and I found out she lived in Tucson, but she'd been going through treatments and stuff for her cancer, and then it like moved to her brain, and for some reason I was just sitting on my couch right now and she was really heavy in my mind, so I went to look at her Facebook because we were friends on Facebook, and I saw everybody posting like rest in peace, and I'm like, what? She helped me through a lot in the beginning. She was my very first widow friend, and I'm kind of just like in shock. There's been so much death this week. I found out my cousin Janine died, and then I found out my second cousin Reggie died, and they all died like within days of each other. Well, no, Reggie died like 3 weeks ago, but my cousin Janine died a couple days ago, and then I found out Tina died a few days ago. I'm just like, what the heck is going on right now? But her and I kept meaning to get together for coffee, and I just never made the time. And what sucks is right now, like, I am exhausted, and I have canceled so many plans this week because I am exhausted. I am running on fumes. I don't want to celebrate Halloween. I don't want to celebrate anything that's coming up. But seeing that my friend Tina died reminds me of how I need to push through it. That I need to push through the pain and the tiredness and the ability of wanting to just like do nothing. I just want to do nothing. But I never got to meet Tina in person. We would message a lot in the beginning and then off and on because she had treatments and she had to have like a brain thing recently, and actually I think that might have been back in August. Honestly, these months are just like flying by. I can't even keep track. I used to be so good at reaching out to people, and now I'm not. And it sucks. And because I didn't reach out to Tina, I just never got to say goodbye, and it sucks. It really freaking sucks. But I do feel like it just gave me the strength to get through this weekend, which is shitty. Because there's so much going on this weekend. But I am healthy and I am able, and I'm going to do it. I will do whatever my kids decide they want to do. It is really hard to juggle two kids' different emotions. Viktor versus Landon. Viktor got in trouble in school today, and I'm like, Viktor's never gotten in trouble at school. Today, he's, well, it's been leading up to it, but he isn't paying attention, he isn't following along, and I'm just, who is this kid? And then Landon is like super depressed. Yesterday he couldn't even function, so I kept him home. And I'm lost. I don't know how to handle their grief, my grief, because we all grieve differently, and it's so hard. It's so hard to manage everything. It's so hard to manage, like, the fear of wanting to date again. Like, I am scared of how my kids are going to react. And because Viktor was really receptive the first time I decided to date, and Landon was not, and it ended horribly. I mean, the relationship didn't end horribly. He's my best friend now, but it's just scary to get to that spot again, and like there's no, like, I could read all the widow books I want, but there's no real like manual for widowhood, I guess, or if there is, I haven't found it. But I mean, I guess I'm just scared of life right now. And then seeing my friend die, and then my cousin die, and my second cousin die. Like, so much death. And then I really don't know, like, what the hell to do anymore. Just keep living. If you can take anything from my journey and watching my journey and going through whatever I go through in my life, and if you haven't had anything really tragic happen yet, don't wait until tragedy happens to remember to live. Because life is too short. And I mean, as shitty as it is, you could be that tragedy. Like, any of us could die tomorrow. You know? Any of us could die in the next few minutes. And I hate saying it that way, but it's true. And why waste another second wondering? That's why I try to live and do things and keep going. Granted, yes, I probably do too much, and I do that because I don't want to feel. I don't want to process things, and I just want to keep going. Because if I stop, I feel. Yesterday was Wednesday because today's Thursday, it's late, but I had to keep Landon home, and it made me feel, and I didn't like it, but I did go to boxing still, and that was very therapeutic. Well, I did like personal training thing, but boxing has been amazing, and I am noticing it and craving it more and more because it is just really awesome to just hit something. And I'm so thankful for my friend recommending it, because at first he mentioned that I should sign the kids up for it, and then I saw how much fun Landon was having, and I'm like, I need to do this. So very, very thankful for that. And I'm glad I listened to him too. I have a tendency not always to listen to everybody's advice, so I am working on it, just like I am working on listening to people's advice to slow down. So I canceled all my plans so I could survive this weekend. But yeah, I just want to remind you all to take a chance. Don't miss out on an opportunity because of fear. Life is way too short, and this week has really made that clear. So keep going, guys, because all we have is each other, and I know I have been horrible at reaching out to people lately, and I'm not going to guarantee you it's going to get any better, because I am not doing good mentally. I'm trying. I really am. And I have an amazing person that's helping, but it's still hard. But I don't think I'd be doing as good if I didn't have that particular person. So, yeah, but have a great night, guys, and take a chance. Do something spontaneous. Do something that sets your heart on fire this weekend. Do something that makes you live and feel alive. Within reason, though. Let's remember that. So, have a good night. And now I'm probably going to go journal now because I'm still really sad. It's a very weird feeling. But I know she's at peace now and she's no longer suffering. So, rest in peace, Tina.